Alright, the next quest in the Hildebrand storyline is A Case of Indecency, level 50 still, given to us by Hildebrand. We have just met Arabella at the end of the last quest. We are in Wineport. My notes, for whatever reason, still told me that I was in Aleport, and then for whatever reason something else said Costa del Sol, but then I remembered. Anyway, wait, no. I didn't remember, I still had to look it up, but whatever. Anyway, here we go. We've not a moment to lose, friend. The time of our final confrontation with the fiend is nigh. Our foe has doubtless assumed a new identity, but have no fear. Upon our return to Costa del Sol, I shall employ the time-tested Manderville art of parley to cut through the fiend's flimsy facade. 'Tis an art that I would impart to you as well, friend, though there will be time enough for that once our foe is in shackles and Miss Arabella is safe. No doubt it shall prove as invaluable in your adventure as it has in my investigations, or failing that, serve to entertain you when you have nothing better to do. But I digress. A gentleman must away to Costa del Sol. The fair maiden's life hangs in the balance. Nashu, Miss Ellie, with me. And they go. I'm going to fly over the mountain. Or large hill. I don't know what the distinguishing thing would be when it's, the difference between a mountain and a hill. Let's look it up, because I'm curious, yo. Difference between mountain and hill. We almost flew directly over. It was like almost perfect. Elevation and steepness of slopes. Mountains are generally taller and steeper than hills. I don't like the word generally thrown in there. They should always be, or else there really isn't enough of a difference to. Generally taller, steeper than hills with a more defined and pointed peak. Okay, I can take that. Hills, on the other hand, are typically lower in elevation. Again, typically, generally, you don't want those in your definitions. And have a more rounded or mound-like shape. I think the pointiness and height. I don't necessarily think that steepness matters. It could, but like if you have a steep, short, rounded hill, I think that's a hill, no matter the steepness. So what we flew over, probably a hill. I never even noticed that the map actually has topography, I think it's called, where you see the lines that indicate different elevations going up. So like at the top here you have this is the highest elevation, and then you have this one and below it. And how have I never noticed that before? Because I've never looked. Why, Okay. We found Briardien, and we will continue the quest by talking to him with another cutscene. Or the first cutscene for this video. Inspector Briardien, I have seen to the maiden's safety. Miss Arabella will be along soon. How fares your investigation? I have canvassed the grounds, but none of the guests are concealing their hands. How can this be? The thief must be somewhere. Two Lalafell come walking up. Miss Arabella just left her estate, I hear. I suppose we'll find out soon enough if her beauty is truly a match for our own. Teehee. I guess they are female Lalafells, gossipy gentlewomen. There's no time. Without the thief in custody, we cannot risk allowing Miss Arabella to take the stage. But Inspector, Van Ness and his family will not take kindly to his betrothed's absence, says Ellie. That is nothing of my concern. Besides, doubtless the inspector here will think of something. Me? What do you propose? You're the expert at creating diversions. Can't you just knock something over, blow something up, or the like? Like you always do. Inspector Briardien, he says while posing, I knew the day would come that you recognized my many talents. Worry not about Master Van Ness. Yes, for the sake of the maiden, a gentleman will do what must needs be done. The poor sop lacks even the wits to know when he's being insulted. Now, to the task at hand. We must find a way to conceal Miss Arabella's true identity. Not far from here are the servants' quarters. There should be a change of clothes lying about, says Ellie. Perfect. Mercy. You find some suitably ordinary garb and deliver it to Miss Arabella outside the gates. I shall proceed with the investigation. Clothing isn't going to be enough. You would need a... Well, this has a massive hood, you know, or a veil. A veil will probably indicate that she is the bride-to-be. It's probably not that, but... we'll talk to Gegeruju Manor Retainer over here. Has the Lapis Maiden arrived yet? I simply must look upon her beauty for myself. Servant's garb, you say? I much prefer what you're wearing, but we certainly have enough rags to go around. Here you go. Do with them as you will. Very pretty blonde in a black kind of tux for some reason. We random mount our newly acquired shark thanks to a free company. We find Arabella, and I don't remember his name, but he's kind of burly-ish. I want to say human because Rogadins are different, but guard or whatever. Talk to Arabella to continue. Greetings, friend. Oh, what's that? What's this you have for me? Hand over the servant's garb. Cutscene. Servant's garb? But why? Up comes Briardien. Miss Arabella, with a thief still at large, the risk of letting you be seen is too great. Change into these clothes and promise that you will not leave my sight. But the ceremony. Father will be furious. And Lord Vannes? We are dealing with a man who tried to blast me to the heavens, and almost succeeded. We cannot exercise enough caution. As for the ceremony, I have entrusted the matter to a certain gentleman. You need only concern yourself with your own safety. We should do as the inspector says, Miss Arabella. Your life is more important than this marriage, or whatever profits your father stands to gain from it. Lewinhart. What's his name?
Lewin, if father heard you say such things...
I should have said them long ago. By not doing so, I have put your life in danger. But besides, we have not one, but two skilled inspectors on the case. It will not be long until the fiend is brought to justice.
Very well. I shall retreat to the carriage. Pray wait for me here.
I think she's going to end up with Lewinhart. I'm okay being wrong. Well, okay, so she has a turban, so her hair is less visible, but still plenty of it is visible. She's still very pretty in the face, still blue hair, but like white turban, white tunic, and like I guess kind of dark gray pants, white shoes.
My apologies for the delay. What should I do with my banquet dress, Inspector?
Mercy, bring Miss Arabella's dress to that bumbling inspector. I dare not speculate as to how he intends to see to his task, but I would imagine he requires all the help he can get. Now, let us return before the festivities begin. Oh no, he's gonna put the dress on, isn't he? To, like, play decoy? This is all guesses. I don't think I've got this far. I'm pretty dang sure I did not get this far. The only other time I have done any of the Hildebrand quests on another character. I found them randomly, and I was saving them until I was high enough level, and I had like some time to kill while doing dailies. I didn't know level cap would be such a grind to continue with the story for as long as you can, but I don't have the gear level right now to do the recollection trial. I don't think I've watched a video for it either. Did I? No, I don't think I did. I think I was going to save the video for when I actually do it. Anyway, back to Hildebrand. Oh, you return. Oh, you return. Me? I was in the act of formulating a master plan to distract Master Vannes at the ceremony. Is there aught I might do for you? Hand over the breathtaking dress. Oh, or Nashu. Maybe. Why, this is Miss Arabella's dress. I must admit to some confusion as to what to do with it, but worry not, I shall take it into safekeeping. And with that, I must attend to Master Vannes before the ceremony begins. Worry not, friend. I assure you that Inspector Briardien and I have the situation entirely under control. Why not find yourself a seat and enjoy the festivities? There's a destination marker. It will actually finish the quest. So, I assume I'm going to be doing my best to describe the cutscene that just started now. There are people milling about, talking to one another. Briardien and Ellie are looking around for possible signs of the thief. Curses! How am I supposed to find my man with all these people milling about? We see the purple-haired Yalto Nolto Lalafell with his blonde-haired wife. Friends, family, I forgot what his voice sounded like. Business associates, 'tis an honor and a pleasure to welcome one and all to Costa del Sol for today's feast, co-hosted by the Bruguiere Consortium and the East Aldenard Trading Company. We trust that you've been enjoying fine food, fine spirits, and profitable conversation, says Sainana, the wife. They both look to the right, and the groom and his father arrive. The Lapis Maiden, if even the half the tales of her beauty are true, Vanes is the luckiest bastard in the realm, says a merchant. They've all paused. Morgan to the father. Yalto Nolto, Sainana, honored guests, it's a great pleasure to announce the betrothal of my son, Vanes, future chair of the Bruguiere Consortium, to Arabella, daughter of Master Guguremu, of the East Aldenard Trading Company. The couple would exchange their eternal vows here today, that the happiness that is theirs may usher in a new era of prosperity for one and all. His son gives a bow in his off-white tux with black pants. Ladies and gentlemen, may I present my son's lovely bride, the Lapis Maiden, whose beauty minstrels will sing whose beauty minstrels will sing of for ages to come. And he turns. Damn you, Hildebrand de Mandeville, you had one job, says Briardien, turning to see. Oh god. She's beautiful, says Nashu. Not being facetious at all. All we saw was the bottom of the dress and some shoes and like the very tips of some fingers. But I think I'm about to be correct. Were the rabble expecting otherwise? She is my bride, after all, says Vanes. He turns to look at her. Oh, you see the burly arms now? Milady, they say your beauty transcends even the boundaries of time. When we are wed, you will want for nothing. Pray give your hand unto me. He looks, his eyes open. He sees Hildebert. My sun and star. Alright. My sun and stars, yes, 1,000 times yes. I am yours and shall be forevermore, says Hildebrand in my best imitation of him imitating a woman. He's got a flower in each ear. His lips are pinkish. He's got blush on. His hair is in a ponytail. And he's wearing the white dress with the blue trim. He gives his smile. It knocks Vanes on his butt. What have you done with my bride, you cross-dressing deviant? Hildebrand gives his muscle man pose. Nashu is excited. Briardien, not quite what I had intended, but I suppose it serves our purposes. Hildebrand continues to pose. Fear not, ladies and gentlemen, for Miss Arabella is safe and sound. I, Hildebrand, agent of enquiry, inspector extraordinaire, have but assumed the maiden's appearance to ensnare the vile fiend who would take aim at her life. I can stop doing the impression of the impression. He continues to pose. Points a sparkling finger for whatever reason. The fiend who now lies defensively before me. The game is up, Vanes, or shall I call you by another name? The thief of many faces. He thinks he's got it solved. His face shows a look of pleasure. He wags his finger a couple more times at Vanes. Me? The thief? Are you mad? Hey, Chaucy. How you doing? Everyone's just staring. Hildebrand rethinks. It appears that my masterful deductions have proved beyond the grasp of your mind. Very well, allow me to elucidate. While there is not a soul in the realm who has not heard the tales of Miss Arabella's beauty, there are but 2 men here in Costa del Sol who had gazed upon her lovely visage before today, her father, Guguremu, and her steward, Lewenhard. As you yourself admitted on multiple occasions, Master Vanes, you were to have your first glimpse of your bride-to-be today. Considered in this light, would you not say your reaction upon seeing my face was most unnatural? Who else could see through my ingenious disguise? Who could know at a glance that I was not their fair maiden? None save you, ye of 1,000 faces. He's still on his butt on the ground, having fallen back from witnessing the And anyone else with half their wits about them, says Ellie. The crowd seems to also agree. Some of the guards are running up. Hildebrand runs away. How dare you make a mockery of my wedding day? Guards, arrest that pervert at once. Lock him up in the jail and throw away the key, says Vanes. I think it's his dad. He sees Arabella dressed in the servant's garb, whatever it was called, I can't remember. In the background, we see Hildebrand being chased by the guards on another dock. Arabella, oh, thank the gods you're safe. Come with me quickly. There's a dangerous madman about. He approaches her. She's wearing her gold brooch, her necklace, whatever. Oh gosh, okay. So, Vanes had stood up, grabbed Arabella's hand, or right wrist, started pulling her away. Briardien notices a glove on his right hand. Could it be? And indeed, Vanes's hand is gloved. I don't know if both hands, but Vanes, well, possibly Vanes, was looking into the eyes of Arabella, and then he gets a glare on his face, snaps his finger above his head, and Arabella's looking around and we all see now, this dude is wearing her golden necklace. He's got a black mask that just like it goes around the eyes, one of those kind of masks. He's got a white turban cocked to the side a little bit. He's got a white tunic, a very deep V, but he's also got like an undershirt that kind of diagonals from one shoulder to the other for some reason. White pants, and yeah. The man is a fool, but it would have behooved you to listen to him. Alas, you did not, and what is yours is now mine. That's the thief! Stop wasting your time with that imbecile and arrest him, says Guguremu. The guards get up and rush toward the thief. Thief snaps his finger again above his head, and the mandragoras appear. They were hiding behind crates and boxes. It's panic. Some of them are just falling over. They all confront Hildebrand, who gives like a very tries to give a lovely female face, but you came all this way for me. You love me. You really, really love me. And like this sparkle of hearts frames his face, and he gives a kissy face. The mandragoras panic and run away. The man the guards were chasing, the man of many faces or whatever his name is, disappears in a puff of smoke, only to reappear maybe just to us on a cliff hundreds of yards away. The attention is most flattering, but I have taken what I came for, and now I must away, my lords, my ladies, till we meet again. Vanes' dad, Guguremu, they're all like, what's going on here? Arabella starts laughing. A shark in a barrel. It's an interesting. What are they called when like a building or a business has? I guess it would be a sign. So like the sign above this business is a blue shark, and the midsection of the shark is in a wooden like wine barrel. Wine, yeah. We have Ellie.
I hear that the real Vanas was bound and gagged in a storage room. Truly, Miss Arabella, I am sorry. For what, milady? The banquet was more exciting than I ever could have hoped for. Vanas and his father were furious, of course, and our marriage has been called off. But perhaps it is for the best. I would find my own way to make father happy by living my life as I would live it. It is you, Inspector Hildebrand, who taught me this lesson.
He's still in the dress. Her dress. He gets a very happy look on his face, very celebratory.
For the love of the gods, somebody find him a change of clothes.
He's like hugging himself.
But one thing still...
Oh, that was Ellie, and this is still Ellie.
But one thing still puzzles me. The thief's challenge said he would steal the Lapis Maiden's virtue, yet in the end he took only her neckpiece.
Now that you mention it, Master Guguremu told me about the clasp when it first arrived. Engraved with the mark of the Sun Goddess, it is one of the most treasured pieces from the Bruguière collection, known by many as Azema's virtue. A-Z-E-Y Mary A. Azema's. The maiden's virtue, indeed. When the next challenge comes, we must take extra care to read between the lines, says Briardien. Looking to Hildebrand. They look to each other, and they both start running. For some reason. Oh, looking out for the thief, maybe? Or the next challenge, maybe? Oh, I guess they're waiting for a card to come at somebody's head. Once again, I noticed the card. I think Briardien dodged it. Hildebrand dodges it by accident, and it embeds itself almost like entirely through the skull of an onion mandragora. And I think Nashu ran over. The onion mandragora seems to be dead.
Over here, Inspector. It says, made you look.
Uh-oh. Is there another card coming? Yeah. Another card has embedded itself in the back of Hildebrand's head. The fiend plays us for fools. Give that to me at once, says Briardien, walking over to Hildy, yanking the card out. Hildy's nostrils flare for whatever reason. When next we meet, I shall come to claim the victor's spoils. Another riddle. I walk up, as do Ellie and Hildebrand. Briardien gives his general pose of one arm crooked behind his back in like at a 90-degree angle at the elbow, other arm pushing the middle of his glasses like up his nose a little bit. If nothing else, it appears the thief has abandoned any foolish notions of my assassination. Still, we must ever be on guard. The fiend attempted murder once. He may very well do so again. He looks to the camera, but everybody else looks in the same direction he's looking like, what? But verily, Inspector, I must agree, one can never be too wary when dealing with a murderer, says Hildy. Briardien points to the camera. Hear me, man of 1,000 faces, you sealed your fate when you called me out by name. Mark my words, when next we meet, you will be mine. Yes, it was the phantom thief who was to blame for that bomb. Truly, verily, indubitable. Oh, that's the word I liked. Okay, I was like, I've never seen it. I haven't seen it spelled in a long time. Truly, verily, indubitably, the phantom thief. Most certainly. Behind Briardien's back, who has turned to him now. Nashu has the onion-headed mandragora in her arms. We see, once again, like the shadow bald man in the bushes, having observed everything. Briardien gives like a brief little lunge at Hildebrand, who staggers back, flinches. That was the word I was looking for, who flinches. Cutscene pans up and goes black. A case of indecency is complete. 714 gil. I don't know if I was running these. The parlay mini game is now available. You've unlocked the parlay mini game. Entertain yourself as many a Manderville man has before you by opening the toy chest in. Oh, I have a toy chest in there. Yeah, I noticed that. And then we get like the kind of to the victor goes a priceless treasure. With this, while the smile of a champion holds secrets untold. Are 8 legs better than 2? Can a Manderville man triumph over terrors and win the day? The Colosseum Conundrum, Hildebrand will return in. Is this related to the blue that I've been doing? We see one last little final cutscene scene. Hildebrand is staring down at the green chicken, and Kidu, I believe his name is. And Nashu turns to the camera in her tux. The key to the next case is also the key to the storeroom. Be sure not to lose it. Wait, it's a real key and a figurative one? At the same time? Is that even possible? I guess we'll find out next time. In the background behind her, Godbert is entering the scene, swinging around just around and around and around, still in only his underwear, his white underwear. And he flings one of those ore monsters, like crystal ore monsters. I can't remember what they're called right now. At Hildebert, who gets knocked out of the scene camera. And the little ore monster stands up and walks toward the direction of where Hildebert was launched, and the Enkidu chicken follows. Toy chest. You have acquired a toy chest containing several mini-games. Visit an inn-room to try your hand at these popular Eorzean pastimes. Okay. The next quest will be in Costa del Sol, and I'll make a note of that. I'm just going to take the ferry. I think this one can go back to Limsa. Yeah, awesome. 40 gil. Didn't have to cut me off. I'm gonna go do a brief little checkout of the, I think, which one in Limsa is the, I think it is this one. We'll find out. But no, Bulwark, no, that was wrong. Okay, so I wanted to do Aft Castle. Aft Castle gets us the closest to the inn. What is love? Maybe it don't hurt me. Toy chest is now open in here. Parlay. What? What is this? Turn 1 out of okay. Start. Player turn. I don't know what I'm doing. We're picking things that go in like our deck? Is this gonna be a card game? I don't know what I'm doing. Absolutely no idea. I'm just picking the highest number things. It's probably wrong. Wait, what happens now? Okay, no idea how this game works. We'll have to watch a video on it, I guess. I don't know if I care. Let's try one more. I don't know what we're doing. It doesn't. There's not even a thing that gives examples or like an explanation is what I meant to say. Are we trying to get like a matching of? I think it's something to do in here, right? It would have to be, right? You have to match something in here. Nope, no idea. Parlay, in his definition, that's basically parlay is doing an interview, I think. I don't think parlay has anything really to do with parlay. I thought parlay was like a negotiation. And the first time I really heard that word was from Pirates of the Caribbean. And I thought it was like you surrender and you hope that your opponent, your enemy, follows the rules of parlay and doesn't kill you. I don't know. I'll look it up sometime, maybe, if I remember. Probably won't. Anyway, hope you enjoyed. I will see you next time. I'm gonna do another one because I'm in. Yeah, I got time. Anyway, bye bye for now.